Welcome to the bootcamp. I'm really excited to make this for you guys. This is just going to be an introductory video to everything that I'm going to be going over. And also I'm going to have a little bit of psychology intertwined into this video as well. But watching this video is taking the next step in your trading journey, right? Just you being able to pull up this video and really get to lock in with me and understand how I see the markets and trade is you taking that next step and really showing that you want to become great and be able to use the powers of day trading to become financially free, have all the time in the world to do whatever you want with your life, and that is the best thing and why I love day trading so much. A couple of things that I'm going to go over in this video. One, I'm going to give the background of the blueprint, everything that I'm going to be going over in the boot camp. Number two, I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions and I want you guys to do some self-reflecting. And three, lastly, I'm going to leave us with a conclusion to go forward and also give some motivation for you guys and a little bit of a backstory on myself. So let's get started and kind of dive into what I will be going over. So starting off with the bootcamp, obviously this is an introductory video. I'm not really going to cover much content, but this is still a very important video for you to watch because I'm going to be covering specific things that you guys are going to need to know going forward. So everything that in this bootcamp is everything that I've learned and implemented into my strategy that I use day in and day out that has gotten me 100K plus in payouts in the first 3 months of the year, and also things that I've taught my students to get them over $150,000 in the first 3 months of this year. Everything is on my Discord. Go look at the credibility if you do not believe me and the student payouts. Everything is on there. So I'm going to be going over the stupid basic stuff of trading that nobody wants to watch, but it's always a good refresher. If you're completely new to trading and watching this, welcome. Welcome to day trading. I'll say that. I'm gonna implement a lot of things that is beginner friendly for the first couple of videos, but once I introduce the beginner concepts, we're gonna dive into like the deeper, more strategical part of things, the analytical side of things, the more important things that you guys will actually be using day in, day out. You're gonna be able to see everything, how I see the markets, how I use specific things, PD arrays, all the ICT concepts that I've learned and use. And you guys are gonna learn a little secret sauce that I have for you guys that I don't think anyone in the trading space has talked about before. And that's why I wanted to bring you guys this blueprint specifically, because I feel like it's gonna open up a lot of people's eyes on how they see the markets and how I see the markets. Because I would definitely say I'm a different trader than normal people. I'm discretionary. I trade price action. I don't have a legit model. I don't have like if A, B, C happens, then I enter. I'm very discretionary. And you guys will learn that as I move forward. But let's do some self-reflecting, and I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions, and I want you guys to think very hard, because I'm very big on manifestation. I think if you're able to manifest things and really strive to go get those things, then you're good. Like you're going to be set. Like just an example right here, guys. I have on my whiteboard everything written down of my goals that I want to accomplish this year. Like it is all written down for me to see. And written down for me to look back on every single day of the week because I'm trading and I'm looking at it in my face. What I want you to do right now, go in the comments and comment down below what is your biggest goal for 2026, okay? What is your biggest goal for 2026? I want you to comment it so it's something that you're able to look back on when time comes, when you're profitable. Because I highly believe in myself that I'll be able to teach you guys the blueprint to profitability just in this bootcamp. This bootcamp is all you're going to need to become profitable, in my opinion. But obviously, there's more stuff that I teach besides this, but the blueprint itself and the bootcamp itself is what you will need. So first, write down what your biggest goals for 2026 are, or just one goal. Next comment, I want you to have 2 comments in this video. One comment is your biggest goal for 2026. And the second comment is, where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now? Like, what are some really big goals that you have for yourself in 5 to 10 years? What are you like, why are you trading? So I want you to write down, again, your biggest goal of 2026, and I want you to write down what you want to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years and like what position you are. Because a big question that I always tell my students to ask themselves is, why are you trading? What is your motivation? What is your strive to day trade? What is your reasoning, right? Because if you're just day trading for a little bit of cash, it's not gonna work out for you. I'm being completely honest. It is not gonna work out for you. I'm just being straight up. Day trading is something that you have to put hours and hours and hours of analytics, studying, back testing, percentages, and like you have to do all the above to really make it. You have to go through pain, tears, agony, sleepless nights, blown accounts, losing hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, right? To become profitable. Again, you guys can watch my whole story on YouTube. You've seen me build from the ground up to being some dumb, unprofitable person to now where I'm at today, teaching students how to get over 150K in payouts in the first 3 months of the year. You can see everything. Everything is online for you guys to see. But you really have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? If you can't think of a reason why, I highly recommend you figure out why you're trading. For some people, it could be I want to support my family. For some people, it could be financial freedom. For some people, it could be retire my parents. Everybody is different, okay? Everybody's going to have a different why. But I want you guys to really think about that, okay? Next up, you guys should be taking notes on every single one of these videos, right? You should have a journal in front of you. You should be doing some sort of journal keeping, note keeping, something that you're able to keep track of everything I talk about. Because in my opinion, what I've learned is by putting stuff down into paper and actually reading it and going over it, just writing it itself is doubling your study time. It's doubling what's going into your brain because you're hearing it and also writing it. So it's going over in your brain twice, if not more. So that's one thing I highly recommend is when I start getting into these videos, definitely write them down in your notes, create a journal. Even if it helps you, what you commented on this video, make sure to write it down in your journal. For people who have been in trading, I don't care if you're advanced. I still really recommend you watching every single video in this because no matter where you are, if you're watching this for a reason. You're wanting to get better. And every single video that I make, there's probably gonna be something that you can learn, right? There's gonna be something that's gonna be able to help you in the future. So I highly recommend you watching every single video fully, okay? So I just really wanted to have that like self-reflecting section. But now I guess I'm gonna go into my story a little bit and give you guys some motivation going into the bootcamp because I'm going to be dropping a bootcamp episode every single day for the next 14 days. After the bootcamp ends, I'm going to be live trading for 3 days in a row, live streamed on my YouTube for you guys to watch. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background on my story and break down how my trading career has been so far. So I've been trading for a little bit over a year. I started in December of 2024. December of 2024. And where I'm at now, I would have never thought I would be here a year ago, right? So I started trading crypto with my own money. I was trading like 20 bucks. I was doing like penny coins or something like that. Then I got into futures. Obviously the TGR bootcamp, all that stuff, learned ICT concepts. And that is when I started to kind of like really learn. I bought my first Top Step account, took an evaluation. I passed my first evaluation, blew my XFA the next day, right? It's a canon event to blow your first XFA. It is for everyone. And if you got to pay out on your first XFA, I mean, even more props to you. But I want this story to be motivating for you, okay? So fast forward a couple of months, I'm doing social media, I'm making videos, I'm doing all this stuff to kind of capture my trading journey when I wasn't profitable. And back then, I wish I would have known what I knew now. I would not be making videos. I would not be doing any sort of social media when I was learning trading. Thank the Lord I did because Kim, my savior, I love you so much to this day. You changed my life. He found me on my social media, saw I was struggling, hit me up in Discord, was joining my Discord live calls. He is my mentor. He is super private, didn't pay him a single dime. He taught me everything that I know to this day and more, just from the kindness of his heart, and he did not have to do that. And this guy's great. I stopped making social media videos as soon as I logged in with him. I took a little break from trading, and it was a struggle, man. It was a struggle. I would say from March to June were probably the hardest 4 months of my life, to be completely honest. I was dealing with a lot of problems mentally, trading, just all the above was kind of going sideways for me. And obviously prepping for my senior year of college basketball as well was kind of in the back of my head and what I'm going to do after. And it was a rough, I mean, I lost a lot of money. A lot of money it's not a lot of money, but back then it was a lot of money to me. But I probably lost around $500 to $1,000 spent on evals, maybe $2,000. And it was a grind. Every single day I was journaling, I was back testing, I was doing all the above, putting the extra work in to really do do well in my expertise in trading. And eventually, I don't want to say around July, I got my first payout, only $500, but a payout's a payout, you know? I almost had like trading anxiety. I was struggling a lot when it came to entering. I would almost have like panic attacks when I would enter. Like my heart would start to race. I would get really, really nervous because I was scared to lose 50 bucks, guys, in the trade. I used to be scared to lose 50 to 100 bucks. Like that was almost too much money for me back then. And now look at me, I'm full porting accounts sometimes. Like it's just crazy how quickly things change. So I took my first payout in June. I got another payout in September, and then like $500 came in, then $1,000 and $2,000. And I was like, you know what? I'm starting to get the hang of this. Let me start social media up again. Let me show everyone I'm starting to become a little bit profitable. Boom, start social media up. I get my first ever 10K month, start to boom. And then all of a sudden I lose everything. I blew my 25K payout. I had a 25K payout locked in. I had all this stuff locked in and just boom, gone instantly. And then I take a mental reset. I got back on it next week, max payout, locked in. And then I started locking in on social media around November to December. I started the Discord, I started the mentorship. After I got my first 50K month in November, I started the mentorship late December. So I got a 50K month in November, started my mentorship in late December. And ever since then, the past 3 months, I've done over 150K in payouts for my students and over like 100 to 150K for myself. Again, everything's in my Credibility. Go look if you don't believe me. But yeah, and now I'm here. Now I'm here talking to you guys, teaching the next level of traders who are ready to come up and learn from me. Because you know what's great about my community is the community aspect of it. We're a family here, right? We're all trying to learn from each other, and the reason we're all in this community is we all want to be great. We all want to be at the top, right? That's the whole goal of trading, is to be at the top, be financially free, be able to do stuff in your free time instead of working a 9 to 5. Like I've never been one to fond of working a 9 to 5. Never. I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset, and I'm super, super excited to see everybody's progress in the next 14 days because I'm telling you guys, you're going to learn a lot of stuff. Okay, I promise you that. So I just wanted to make this video to give you guys some motivation and wanted to ask you guys, leave you guys with one final thought and ask you guys who's next? Who's gonna be the next person to take that next step? Who's gonna be the next person to get a 50K month, 100K month, 150K month, even a 10K month, 5K month, right? Who's gonna be next? Again, this is the first day of the 14-day series of my boot camp. Make sure to comment your 2 comments. I need those from you guys, I need those. Also, make sure to subscribe if you have not yet. The Discord is going to be linked below, and also applying for my mentorship is going to be linked below. Love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next bootcamp episode 2.